Unlike an ordinary church pastor, Joel Osteen does not live a low-key life. Instead, he's a televangelist with an estimated net worth of $100 million. But just what does he do with all of his earnings? Here are some of the most expensive things Osteen owns.
You can't reach your potential praying small prayers.
Osteen once told Oprah he's not ashamed of his assets, but that doesn't mean he's itching to give a virtual tour of his home on social media. Still, Osteen's house is one of his most expensive possessions.
So do you make any apologies for your grand piano?
I really don't, Oprah. We just feel like this is God's blessings.
As Culture Map Houston reported in 2010, the Osteen family owned a 5,600 square foot home in the Tanglewood neighborhood of Houston, Texas, which was valued at the time at $2.9 million. The outlet also reported that the family did not put their home up for sale upon relocating to house number 2. Osteen knows he's been blessed, but it's not until you look at the cost of his second home that you realize just how fortunate he really is. Culture Map reported that Osteen and his family moved to a, quote, 17,000 square foot stone mansion in River Oaks that has a guest house and a pool house to go with its 6 beds and 6 baths. For all that, Osteen threw down $10.5 million. Helming a megachurch sure seems like it has a lot of perks, even when you don't take the pastor's salary.
You're not ordinary, you have the blessing.
While most pastors across the U.S. aren't exactly raking it in, Osteen certainly is. And considering he makes lots of money and lives in a wealthy neighborhood, he gets a lot of flack for his lifestyle. In 2017, he took some heat for his initial response to Hurricane Harvey. As Harvey devastated Houston, many people expected Osteen to lend a helping hand and invite people into his 606,000 square foot Lakewood Church for shelter. But that didn't happen immediately, and Osteen was criticized for hesitating before becoming a Good Samaritan. The Christian satire site The Babylon Bee poked fun at the situation and joked that Osteen was actually out on his, quote, luxury yacht, the SS Blessed, to make amends by tossing copies of his book, Your Best Life Now, to stranded survivors. Of course, that wasn't true. However, the Washington Post noted an actual yacht belonging to Osteen, citing it and his other luxury items as one of the reasons Osteen had become, in their estimate, a subject of contempt among Americans in general.
We've been here for 58 years taking care of the community, but social media can be powerful when somebody can start a false narrative.
With all the fame and fortune that Osteen has accumulated over the years, it's only natural he would have a little fun with his money. Osteen could afford to buy as many luxury cars as he wants, and according to some outlets, he does. Reports claim that Osteen's garage is positively filled with nice cars, and that Osteen regularly drives a Ferrari 458 Italia. While the pastor isn't one to brag, the Houston Chronicle reported an associate pastor at Joel Osteen's Lakewood Church bought his wife a $200,000 Lamborghini Urus. And that's just an associate pastor. Who knows, maybe Osteen does own more than a Ferrari, but that's something between him and his garage. Or is it God?
We should be grateful that we have enough, but don't settle there. That's not your destiny.
Osteen appears somewhat old-fashioned when it comes to his look for Sunday service. But even though he keeps it simple, all those designer suits are bound to add up. As USA Today put it, his expensive-looking suits contrast with the biblical directive to eschew wealth and care for the least of these. One look at Osteen's Instagram, and it becomes clear that this is a man who is rarely caught not looking dapper. It's not a sin to dress well, but you can probably bet that Osteen's wardrobe cost him an arm and a tapered leg. The rise of social media has given way to a boom in plastic surgery, and in a 2007 interview with People magazine, Osteen admitted that he saw nothing wrong with a little boost, saying, "I want to look good." And according to one specialist, he's reportedly had some work done to get there. Plastic surgeon Dr. Otto Plasek told the National Enquirer in 2017, Joel looks 5 years younger than he did 11 years ago. You couldn't even see his upper eyelid line 12 years ago, and now you can clearly see the upper eyelid skin and crease.
You're looking on the outside. You don't know what's happening on the inside.
So if he did have plastic surgery, how much could his face have cost him? Plasek estimated the total to be around $36,000. Private jets are notoriously expensive to own and operate, but that's no biggie for Osteen, who apparently owns one and has the cash to throw down on frequently flying it. According to Aircraft Compare, Osteen reportedly owns a quote $86 million Airbus A319, which, thanks to its large size, is one of the biggest PJ's money can buy. In an interview with Piers Morgan, Osteen explained that while he is humble, he is not ashamed of his wealth, claiming, "There is something that says we have to be poor and broke and defeated and sad in order to show people that we're really humble and that we really love God. And I don't believe that. Our money is a blessing to others."
I don't think we have to apologize for God's blessings, but money is not the focus of our life. It never has been.
Check out one of our newest videos right here. Plus, even more Nicki Swift videos about your favorite celebs are coming soon. Subscribe to our YouTube channel and hit the bell so you don't miss a single one.